With all the experiences I had during the SPFY, I was more than eager to face the third-year theology formation, although I was not that too excited to face the books and the photocopied materials from the different theological subjects for that year. Sorry for Ramon. Those wonderful experiences then could now become the integral points of my reflections on term papers in the next stages of formation, and I could now add a paragraph or two for the experiential part of my academic papers.
Another school year has arrived. Now, it's the third year of our theological formation. With the remaining 15 of us, plus a new addition to the class, Gamaliel Reyes from Tagbilaran, who just came from 2 years of regency, we could not but be ready for a bigger responsibility which was expected from us and for a bigger challenge that awaited us, and that's no less than leading the whole community of Seminario Mayor de San Carlos, from ministry leaders up to the presidency of the coordinating body. Our leadership was very crucial too, for that year happened to be the 51st International Eucharistic Congress, and that was another challenge that no CB has ever undertaken to carry. Some activities were held in the Theology Seminary, not to mention that the seminary was the entrance for the international delegates of the Congress and the headquarters of some of the ancillary agencies working for the Congress. There were endless preparations, and from physical arrangement, security, and information dissemination. No worries anyway. Father Jonald Concha, ang among Papa Joe, our new priest companion, and Ate Isabel and Ate Maya, our lay companions, were there to guide and to encourage us all the way.
Leading the community was not the only thing that occupied us. Aside from our responsibilities in the CB and the additional workload of the IEC, the usual academic demands were no less onerous. Nevertheless, these challenges were met with more than adequate grace and competence by having one mind and one heart as a class. This was, of course, made possible through the able leadership of Aldin Jan Baran, our community president, and Antonio Canumay and Zenbert Siega, our class mayors for the first and second semesters respectively. After all the things that have passed this year, I could say that the class has relatively done well in leading the community. The common refrain for that year was, "Napakadiha?" Actually, it meant, "Do you still have one of those?" referring to a small object composed of crushed dry leaves and wrapped in paper. Banal it may be, this was a question of concern for each other and a reminder that formation is not only about presence but personal surrender to the formation process. Our academic struggles became more challenging as Father Abel Villarojo challenged us to deal with various complex moral cases, making sure that we accurately teach the magisterium through his hypothetical cases studies. Father Melo Jola introduces the firebrand preacher Saint Paul. Sister Fe Mendoza taught us that every culture and religion held sparks of the divine and that nothing was profane in the field of missiology. Father Sid Marinay gave us a first-hand experience of enculturation with his learned discussion on the dynamics of culture and church. The Jesuit Father Manol Montesclaros made us soar with a Johannine eagle as we appreciated the sublime writings of Saint John the Evangelist. The school year has come to an end again, and once more, the class comes face to face with the reality of living. This time, there were two. One left us just weeks before the formation year ended for personal reasons which the class seemed to have already learned, having known his dynamics, Alfred Jan Noro. The other one was Zenbert Shega, our class mayor for the second semester.